ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level.
So, new on Xbox One this week. Normally, it's pretty slim. It's not as slim. We have games versus, what was it, last Bargain Basement. It's like, oh, I have 3 games released.
I've had to give you a lot of the games I was going to pick because they that was the only thing we could choose from. Yeah.
So, we talked about this one before, but it is out, or will be out by the time you guys see this. City Skylines Xbox One Edition. I'm curious, as somebody who likes City Skylines,
this big game for you,
to see how this runs on an Xbox for 2 reasons. 1, physically how it runs when you start getting lots of people and lots of things going on. And 2, interface. Because taking a sim building game into a console environment, not the easiest thing sometimes.
No, it's not, but it's doable. It's definitely maybe not as fast as you would like it, but I'm sure they have like sliders for moving the speed of the cursor up and things like that. Yeah.
$40, full price. Bad. The other game, or one of the other games I'm talking about, is Deformers. Comes out. These are all
Deformers.
Yeah, these are all $4.20, by the way.
Is that like a weird Transformers where they didn't quite turn into a car, so they had like one wheel poking out?
We don't read descriptions, but I'm gonna read you just a little blurb of this description. Prepare for an epic battle. Deformers is a fast and frenetic multiplayer combat game. Smash up your friends and couch co-op or team up and fight against others online.
What do you do though? What are you?
You look like a little sack boy.
A little sock boy?
Sack boy.
Sack boy?
Where are pictures? Okay. No, you're animals.
Oh, okay. So it's not Transformers. You're animals.
Or creatures.
Monsters.
Apparently you could be a burger of some sort. There's creatures. I'm looking at the screenshots, by the way, on the Xbox app. Arenas, this actually kind of looks
half decent.
Yeah.
3 stars though.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Yeah. The game's not out yet. How does that have 3 stars out of 5? That's what I want to know.
Well, it came out today.
No. So, yeah, well, yeah.
Today of recording.
Yeah. No.
That's what we're talking about it for.
Yeah.
Right?
Came out the day this video is released.
So I guess some people
But how do people get it beforehand?
They just played it and rated it.
And then there's apostrophe N. I don't know how to say it. Verlor Verstand. It's literally apostrophe N.
Jesus. Invalor verse. I'm going to look that shit up in post. God.
Yeah. Invalor Verstand.
Okay. What's that?
I'm going to give you the description because it's real small. I know we said we weren't going to do this anymore, but I feel like I have
bad at not doing descriptions.
Yes. In Valor Verstand, you will be transported to a reality of dreams and nightmares. What will you discover about yourself in the journey through subconscious?
Oh, lovely.
I like these descriptions that have bullet points. In these realms of unknown, you must travel through labyrinths of memories and eventually find your way to your own truth. Features: abstract adventure, engaging dreamlike environments, mysterious puzzles, platforming, and exploration. Rated E for everybody from Skulljack Games. No multiplayer.
Better score.
15. Yeah, it's got 5 stars. 3 ratings though. $15. Available now.
Cool.
Pick it up.
Weird name. Envalor Versan.
And then the big one is the Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 Season Pass Edition. Comes out on the 24th.
Cool.
So it's not out yet. It'll be out next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Be Monday. About it then.
Yeah. So that comes out. And then the week after that has actually got some decent things.
So I got a couple weird ones over on the PlayStation side. Ones. Yeah, I mean it's PlayStation. So there's going to be some goofy ones.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Disney Afternoon Collection.
I'm excited.
Is out this week.
So I told you I debated on pre-ordering this. Again, getting back to pre-ordering. I didn't because I didn't know how I'd feel about playing, because I played most of these games on the original console. I don't know how I'd feel about playing it on the PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to the original console. But Chippendales, I think it's Rescue Rangers 2, is worth like $300 online. So good luck finding that game for cheaper than this.
But I think that with the controller situation, like when you're confined to only having 2 buttons and a D-pad, I mean, really, if you just use the D-pad and the X and the circle button, what's the difference? You know, it's a bit more comfortable to hold.
But it's the positioning, I guess. It's the nostalgia. It's the nostalgia feeling of like, I know I'm playing this game.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
But I do like the fact they remastered them up a little bit and they look snazzy. There's 6 games in this collection.
Yeah, I thought there was 4. That's kind of
it's 4 different like franchises, I guess, and then but 2 of them have sequels. So we're talking Scrooge DuckTales, you have Chip and Dale, you have Tailspin, which, by the way, Tailspin's like my favorite. Like
I was a DuckTales guy.
I love Tailspin so much. And then you have, is it Darkwing Duck?
Here we go. So eBay, just fun fact, Disney's Chip and Dale's Rescue Adventures 2 current bid is $259.85.
Yeesh.
Goes up to $700 if you get it. If you get it in that's in box brand new.
Wow.
You get it in box brand new, $700.
So yeah, if you want to play that game and
don't want to
experience
spend
it, not better
$700
than the original version because it's remastered, that's going to be $20.
That would be. I'd recommend somebody get that if they want, like you said, if they want to play that game.
I'm not opposed to it. I like these collections. I like retro collections a lot. I really am a fan of the Kingdom Hearts ones that came out recently. Those are pricey, but these are
talking. As I say, we were talking about beforehand when we were looking at all these things. Is I feel like this one's priced very well for what it is.
Absolutely,
extremely well. I think because when I thought it was 4 games, I was like, oh, that's perfect. It's $5 per game. But the fact that there's 6 games and Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers 2, which I get. Obviously, the card is hard to find because it's rare, but the fact that you get that game with it and how many people are trying to find that game, like that makes it that much better for me as somebody who understands the history of the game. Or if you just want to go back and play your childhood and or your grown adulthood.
Big nostalgia factor here, but the fact that they've given it such a coat of paint and kept it so cheap is absolutely commendable.
And they did not, when they remastered it, they kept it 4x3. They did not change the artwork. They just kind of enhanced it for colors.
Just made it more like high fidelity.
They also, I believe, have an audio or switch in the audio where you can switch between the original audio and the new audio.
That's cute.
Which I'd love to do that.
Yeah. They did that on Final Fantasy X as well.
They did that on Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle Remastered, which just came out.
Well, Day of the Tentacle, you could just play the old version.
Well, yeah. The same thing with Full Throttle as well. That came out
I fucking love Full Throttle.
last week.
Yeah, no, this week, actually.
This week, Tuesday?
I think so. So alongside the Disney Afternoon Collection, you have Late Shift, which is one of the weirder games that came out this week. Late Shift is a fully FMV game with a kind
of a FMV stand for those of us who don't know, Tom?
Full motion video.
Which Night Trap.
Yeah, so I mean, if you remember, like back in the day, you would have these full motion video things that were thrown into the middle of games as part of the cutscenes and stuff like that before they started to get good enough that they could actually make CGI cutscenes. But full motion video just means you're basically playing a movie. So the way that it looks is some kind of a weird like spy-ish thriller type thing or like a crime thing, and it's choose your own adventure. It looks exactly like The Bunker as far as how it plays out. You can watch our playthrough of The Bunker back in our Byte history. The Bunker was a full again another full motion video game, but there doesn't, in the trailer at least, there doesn't really seem to be any indication as to what the gameplay is. So the trailer is just like watching a trailer for a really cheesy movie, and it doesn't show you like the extent of your interaction with the game. Like,
which is dumb in a game like that.
really dumb, because you're going to want to know what you're in for. But the only thing that I could really make out of it...
Sherlock Holmes FMV? Look at me using that.
I'd be okay. But
I actually think it'd be pretty good. That's my take on it.
But I think that you know, if all you're doing is watching a TV show and choosing what happens... That's not really a game to me. That's just like an interactive TV show. Yeah, so
it's like those PC games back in the day.
But that being said, it's priced appropriately. It's $10 right now, down from $12.50. There's a little bit of a discount on it for PS Plus members. So that's Late Shift, which is the full motion video choose your own adventure style game. Check it out in the store. Watch the trailer. Let us know what you think on that. We might buy it because I'm kind of a sucker for stupid games.
When he says we, he says he.
Yeah, me. I'm a sucker for stupid games, especially for the channel. They're always fun. So, and lastly, the one that kind of blew me away a little bit was Shyness, the Lightning Kingdom. The Shyness
that came out on Xbox as well.
Awesome. Yeah. That's SHINESS. If you're trying to Google search it. But Shyness, the Lightning Kingdom is kind of an RPG light 3D platformer in a style of Kingdom Hearts. It's a Japanese game, so be wary as far as the weirdness factor. But it looks cool. Like the art style is like kind of anime cel shaded style. It looks like a lot of open traversing. They have, I say RPG light because it's like Kingdom Hearts in the fact that you're fighting them in real time by mashing buttons, but you also have little like trigger moves you can do to improve like little magic spells and things like that, but not to the extent of something like Elder Scrolls or what have you. But it looks beautiful, and it's only $30. So if you're into that style of game, like Japanese Kingdom Hearts style fighting game with really, really beautiful aesthetic, Shyness, the Lightning Kingdom is definitely one to take a look at. I am fully debating picking this up, but I'm knee deep in Persona right now. Persona,
as the rest of the world
mispronounce that. So yeah, it's going to be a little while, but definitely got my eyes on it for a sale for sure. And that just about wraps up the new game section. Yeah,
cool.
So that means we're moving on.
welcome to the second level.